Hello everybody, welcome back. It's Business, and here's something you've all been waiting for, but it's not the review. It's just some gameplay of the Zao. Just had this tonight in the stream, and myself, Chipster, and Kami all went with the Zao this time around, and we've been having a lot of success. What was it? In between Sunday and Monday, 41 matches played and 39 wins. So wow. And like Sunday, we changed out people. We were all over the place, tiers 3 to 8. Today being Monday, it was tiers 3 to 10. And again, actually this time around we didn't deviate with our group. It was just myself, Chipster, and Kami. So we'd been having some success, and I was feeling ballsy, and I'm like, you know what, let's take the Zao out. And this match initially, you would think, looks heavily in favor of the enemy team, mainly because they have a pair of Shimikazes, they have a Fletcher, they do have a Mahan as well, but not a big deal there. But still, it is a threat. They also have a pair of Yamatos and an Iowa, so that's a lot of firepower to have to contend with, right? So first things first, the Zao, of course, sexy ship. I have a 9.7 concealment range on this. I have the 5-point captain skill. The last module is for concealment, and I am running the reduced detection range on the camo. So 9.7 kilometers, and so when I fire, I have a flare up of 15.73 kilometers. So with an 18.8 kilometer range, I have a bit of space to work with, and that's why I try to keep the ship moving at all times in this match. And I do plan on using this quite a bit more in the coming week or two, because I don't want to play battleships at tier 10 anymore. I think it's just boring as shit. But the Zao, I can work with. There's some flexibility there that I definitely want to try to get in touch with again, because I really did like playing the ship a lot when it was back in TBT, but Jesus, that was such a long time ago. But I do start engaging the Yamato over here, and the thing about the detection range is that it kind of serves as, when you fire, it serves as a way to figure out who's around you. Obviously, if you're detected, somebody is within, for the case of this ship in its current setup, 15.73 kilometers. So, that's a way of always keeping tabs on your surroundings without directly seeing somebody. This is, and I am not the type of person to run situational awareness on all of my ships. I don't think it's necessary. The main reason being that, when you shoot your guns on a battleship, everybody can see you anyway, so you're not getting information that you wouldn't have otherwise, right? The only situation that it's useful in is when, again, you're hunting down a DD or you're all alone. You need to know if somebody's within your range. But again, it's when you fire, it flares up so much that people can see you across the map very easily. Now, we are moving north here on A, and I have closed to the map border within the range that, there's no way anybody would be able to slip by me unless he pops smoke, which obviously would give away his position anyways. And with my 9.7 concealment range, I have a particular buffer of awareness that I'm able to do, but we're also driving forward to push the Shimikaze away. And so now I'm going to check the range, so I know that I'm out of the detection range of that New Orleans that I just shot at, but I'm spotted anyways, so that means that obviously within my detection range there's a Shimikaze. So again, it's just about balancing the ability to keep yourself aware with this ship, because I really do think that Invisifire sucks on the Ibuki, but is awesome on this ship. And don't ask me why, but it is totally different. And I just don't think it works on the Ibuki, and I think it works incredibly well on this, because it's still offensively capable, and I think it's probably just because of the fact that the rate of fire is, you know, better on the Zao than it is the Ibuki. But anyways, as far as the team compositions are concerned, we do have one Yamato nearly at half health. We have a rune, as you can see on the left sidebar there. A rune is pretty low on health as well on our team, and everybody managed to dodge those torps. So that was 2 Shimakaze torps into our main battle group that you know, didn't manage to kill anybody. So that's a huge plus at this point. Both teams are 2-2 on the caps, and we have a pair of destroyers, the Mayhem and the Fletcher, that are now behind us. So our team, as you can see, everybody is already turned around and they're responding to this. I start taking some shots at the Fletcher and try to disable him or do something to try to slow him down. The problem is I'm caught in a turn when I fire, so that flared me up again and it revealed me, and I'm pretty much shitting my pants at this point. Like, oh man, here it comes. Those shells are from a Yamato. Luckily overpenned, so very, very close to most likely ending my match there. But yeah, sometimes you don't realize how lucky you are until you watch a replay and you're like, seriously, I just moved like 10 feet away from where those shells you know, were going to be and rip into me. So I start engaging the Amagi because I know he's out of my detection range again, trying to balance that and get some fires on him, some moderate damage. Certainly not what the ship is capable of doing, but it's not about that. It's about the persistent HE fire or AP fire, depending on the target, and you know, keeping those fires active. There's another wall of torps coming from the Fletcher. Everybody seems to dodge those. I keep my focus on the Amagi as far as my guns are concerned. I get detected again, most likely from the fact that, you know, obviously I just fired and there's a whole bunch more ships in my range here than there were before. So he's burning up pretty well though, and I decide to switch back to the Fletcher and watch all the gunfire that comes in here. I mean, the Azumos, they're you can see all the secondary guns there. Those gunners are going ape shit trying to hit this guy. Now, unfortunately, my shot's still a bit too high. So, damn. I seem to have, in every match that I have the Zao now, it seems like I have an issue with leading at least one target, and it's usually DDs. I seem to have a harder time figuring out the shell velocity with, you know, the guns at the higher tiers and the just ridiculous speed of destroyers and whatnot at the high tiers as well. But we notice that D is being capped, which should mean that the other Shimakaze is there, and now A just started getting capped too, so indirectly we know the location of both destroyers, and that is a huge advantage for us. And here he comes, he's spotted, and at this point I'm like, shit, we're gonna have a whole nother wall of torps to have to dodge. And I get a few hits on him there, take out his engines, and the good thing is it helps our Shimakaze because the guy knows he's in too much danger. He's got to get the hell out of here. So there are torps there, as you see, and luckily our Shimakaze dodges all that. And so at this point, it's a pretty interesting spot in the match. You know, we have about a 250 point lead, but this is one of those things that could go either way very quickly, just based off of the amount of firepower that each team has. Chipster and I do some synchronized swimming here, and he's focusing on the Iowa. I initially focus on the New Orleans there, and can kind of see that this Iowa, it's really hard to tell if he's moving forward or backing up. I was watching the mini-map trying to, you know, guess his motions there, but only managed a few hits and, you know, pretty much didn't do anything. I switched to AP and fire a salvo at the New Orleans. Chipster did the same just a second before, and you're going to see Citadel and a few other extra hits there, and he's on almost no health now. I switch back to HE and start re-engaging the Iowa. Now that I have a better way of, I can clearly see that he's moving forward a bit, so he's getting pummeled by HE though. I mean, damn. So you can see that while we are spread across the map now a little bit more, we still have basically like a response group here in the center. So if things go south, like on the other side there, south of A, we can respond to that, and we are preventing them from being able to move forward, and we're pummeling them with HE and torpedoes, and from the looks of it too, some decent battleship gunfire as well. So these guys are having a really hard time trying to be able to punch through and do anything, and their destroyers, the Fletcher and the Mahan, really, the fact that they pushed through and got taken out, honestly, that's what saved us this match. Because if they had stayed back and played a little bit more conservatively, I think this would have had an entirely different outcome. Now, I nailed the Yamato there with 8 hits for 6,700, which is really good considering how little life he currently has, and I get the kill there through fires. I did kind of screw this up here. I don't know why I switched to AP. I'm not entirely sure. I think I was expecting him to come out behind the island and show his side, but I should have stuck with HE on that, and I just fired that one salvo that didn't do anything, and so I switched over to HE, or 2 salvos actually. Now B is being capped, and I can tell that it's somebody right in that gap there because of the fact that the New Orleans is dead, and he was outside of the B cap range anyways. So as a precautionary measure, I'm dumping my 76 knot torps, and there goes the Iowa, he's down, and I'm trying to prepare myself for something bad happening here. But Jesus, those things are so fast. I mean, they only have an 8 kilometer range, but if you can get those off against the ship, I mean, there's almost nothing they can do. And oh man, I wish I would have gotten him with the torpedo or just killed him outright, but get a little bit and boom, there he goes. So props to everybody on that team. I spent a few minutes going through all of my daily compliments for plays well and all that, and again, I'm sorry I don't have the battle results for you, but I ended up doing about, I think it was 34,000 damage in fires with the 7 fires I set, about 43,000 or something like that with HE damage, and like 8,000 or something with AP. So not fantastic results, but the fact that everybody worked together and nobody died in that match is amazing. So we're just going to end this with some user vids, like MrLove doing a quad citadel in his Nagato against a Iowa. So hell of a shot, very nice. And this one, consider me a bit envious. This is Crono, and he is in his ARP Congo, but you see that little ribbon that popped up, the incapacitation? It's like, well, what the hell, he just shot his main cannon to, oh, there's a Bogue. So he's doing what I've been trying to do, and he's running alongside a carrier, letting his secondaries do the work to get the damn close quarters expert medal. Nice job. And this one, you'll probably want to replay this part back a couple times. That ship right there, that's a Yamato. And before we finish this video out, I just wanted to say I did forget to give a shout out to Kerbal Research. He was the Fletcher on our team in the Zhao match, and I forgot to mention that he was in the chat, and he sync dropped with us. And before we see Hunting Party pull off some badass damage here, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that joined over the weekend, especially, obviously Sunday, where it hit a new record for concurrent viewers, which was over 125. The previous record was like 51 or something, so I guess nobody else was on like for streaming, but wow, I did not expect that. But this whole TeamSpeak stuff, it's new to me, new to Kami, and we're having a lot of fun with this, so feel free to join us and we can try to help you out. We can division with you, or get you division with other people, and feel free to ask your questions and we'll try to help you out and get you on the right path and hopefully get you doing some more damage and feeling better about your gameplay. But again, thank you to everybody, and hopefully we'll see you back here at the YouTube channel or in the stream or on TeamSpeak. So take care, guys.